Okay, everybody. I have it. It looks like potatoes, but I do have it. We are T minus 50 seconds. I apologize that it's about 7 frames a second, but we're doing something. So, yeah. Here we go, guys. T minus 37 seconds before we hopefully watch about the last Block 4 booster ever take off. From here on out, it's pretty much going to be, not stupid Block 4 boosters. It's going to be amazing Block 5 boosters. And I can't wait for that. Let me know if this works for you guys. I hope it's working okay. It says offline here for me. Hopefully you guys can see something. Stops it. I think it's working. Alright, here we go. 2, 1. Yes! Oh, I see 2 frames a second, but I know it took off at least. This is good. This is good. The Paris edition. Here we go. Streaming live from Paris, France. Maybe I'll see it fly over in 8 minutes. Yes. Hey, and I can't see it very well, so I'm gonna just watch right here. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. I'll bet we're going to see a pretty good twilight phenomenon. Or pre-twilight. Don't know what that'd be called. Alright. It's looking good so far, everybody. So it's flying in towards the sunlight. It's flying east. I hope you guys can see this. Sorry for the potato quality, guys. Actual potatoes. Oh, I just realized you guys can't even hear the live stream. Okay, so here we go. We are coming up on main engine cutoff, which is right now. Okay, MECO and stage separation. Good, clean sep. And there they go. MVAC ignition. Looking good. And remember, this is an expended booster. So unfortunately, it's just going to crash into the ocean. Alright, here we go. Heading towards the International Space Station. He did just confirm it's the last Block 4 vehicles. They transition to Block 5. That looks a little better. Pretty bad. This is a pretty bad stream. Alright. We're looking good, though. Man, my YouTube stream is so far behind. I apologize, everybody. everything's looking nominal so far. So the vehicle Alright, it's about a third of total velocity so far already. It'll be burning for another good 4 minutes or so. Ooh, they're bringing back the old Hand of Canadarm, which is awesome. Or Canadarm. Did you know that? Oh, sorry, when I move that, it moves your screen. Sorry. I'll do better. Oh, hi. Normally bugs aren't too much of an issue in live streams. I'm really disappointed that my $9 Amazon dongle didn't work for me today. It failed me. It failed me bad. Does someone say at least it's not tomato quality? Alright, we got 3 minutes left in second stage burn. MVAC. Look at that thing glow. And don't forget, this thing is almost 3 meters, wait, 3.7 meters. It's like 3.5 meters wide. It's crazy. It's like 11 foot wide. It's hard to imagine. You could stand almost 2 like average sized people up in it. They're currently talking about how the Dragon Capsule is berthed instead of docked. But berthing is when it actually is grabbed onto by the Canadarm and pulled in. It rendezvous at the International Space Station, gets a couple meters away, and then the Canadarm will actually grab onto it and berth with it instead of docking, which would be completely autonomous. But Dragon 2 will be capable of docking, which will be exciting. I can't wait for that. Vehicle still on a nominal trajectory. This is still important. I know a lot of us get really excited about the first stage landing, but seeing these missions complete and go all the way through completion, including all the way up to the berthing process, the mission could fail at any moment if something's not right. So it's still just as important than ever that they have complete mission success right now, because especially as we're heading towards Dragon 2, we're going to start putting people on these things. So it's really exciting. We really hope that missions like this, a routine mission, just goes perfectly fine. They have about a minute left in their final burn here in the second stage. Looks like this is going to gain a lot of velocity in this last minute, because it's only at 20,000 kilometers an hour. Wow, that's crazy. It is going up very quickly. What is this? A potato? No, we decided this is tomato quality. They are not trying to recover the second stage either, I don't believe, unless I missed something. Although they might be tinkering around these days. They did do what seemed like a longer than average first stage burn. That'd be really cool if they're starting to just kind of play around and feel out the recovery of second stage. Okay. They're throttling it back a little bit before second stage cutoff for SECO. Alright, here we go. Preparing for MVAC shutdown here. And get ready. It'll hit about 27,000 kilometers an hour and shut down. There it is. Good, clean shutdown. Heard a slight cheer from the SpaceX crowd. Now it's alright. Nominal orbital insertion. That is what we want to hear. Nominal orbit. Okay, so they're currently coasting. And they're going to deploy here in just a second. It's crazy. It's literally going to fly over me here in Paris any second. Alright, here we're looking at a view. There we go. That was the view of the trunk. They have officially pushed off from the second stage, let go of the Dragon Capsule, which looks great. Thank you, Arvid. I really wish it had some faster broadband. I also think it's my computer too. So thank you very much. And hi. Alright, looks like it's a... Yep, so the solar arrays are going to deploy next. If they were to not pop off, they do actually have little fairings covering the solar arrays. If they didn't deploy, that'd be bad. Look at that concave Earth, baby. Space station. Alright. I will be talking a lot more here in a second, guys. I'm just waiting for this mission to complete, and then I'll give you guys a little rundown, and then I'm going to go explore Paris. So this won't actually fly, actually it will fly pretty darn close to over Paris, believe it or not. It is at a 51.6 degree inclination, or is it 56.1? 51.6, I think. So it goes like very far northeast. You can see it here on the map. It's currently just kissing the edge of Canada even, over like Montreal and stuff. Oh, I missed that. Something, 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 ready for firing. Hold on here. I like that shot. That's really pretty. Alright, here we go. We're waiting on the deploy of the solar arrays. There we go. Solar arrays deployed. That's a good thing. Unfurling. Looks great. We need those. Those are good. So that will create the power for Dragon for the next 3 days as it heads towards the International Space Station. Oh, also it would not actually be visible for me today in Paris because it's daylight. If it happened to be, the right time, you actually would be able to see it, just like you'd see the International Space Station. You'd probably see a small flare, not as big as the International Space Station, but you'd see it, which is really cool. That's really pretty. There we go. Those solar arrays are out, collecting sunlight, turning it into electricity. There we go. It's coasting to the ISS. Mr. Sinclair, thank you. I sure hope they didn't catch that. If those plucky flat earthers, if they figured out about the concave Earth, oh, it'd be bad. Okay, so they had a successful on-time launch of the Falcon 9. 2 stages have separated. Second stage took the Dragon into low Earth orbit. It's now on its way to the International Space Station. So that's going to do it for SpaceX. I'm going to stick around here for just a second. They always say thanks to the viewers, thanks to the Air Force, and all that stuff. And if you want to join SpaceX, go to spacex.com/careers. I'm going to go ahead and thank you, Michael. Okay, here we go. Let me know what questions you guys have about the mission. Again, this is about as standard as these missions get anymore. This is why the Falcon 9 exists in the first place. It was originally to deliver cargo to the International Space Station for CRS missions, so for commercial resupply services. And these are NASA contracts, so this was a NASA mission. This is SpaceX sending stuff up to the International Space Station so people can live and breathe and work and eat and sleep and also use the toilet that seems to break about every other day up there. So this is again a pretty routine mission. This was the 15th. This was the last booster, the last Block 4 booster that they will be flying in a normal mission. Rumors have it that they'll be using a Block 4 booster for the in-flight abort test, which should be here in a couple months. So fingers crossed. I actually do kind of want to see a Block 4 be used in that purpose, because then it seems extra like definitely don't want to throw away a brand new Block 5. Stage 1 on this, since it was Block 4, was just completely discarded. It fell into the ocean like all rockets previously before it. So they already got the one reuse out of it that seems to be about worth it. I think the big thing too, people were kind of debating, why are they throwing away Block 4? Yes, there's the price of recovering and refurbishment on Block 4 that probably is probably too great compared to the profitability of recovering Block 5. But the big thing is Block 4, if they take it back to Hawthorne to be refurbished, they're now tying up their manufacturing line. And that's just not good at all. So, yeah, I really wish that, it kind of stinks that we don't get to see any more of these recovered Block 4s. But from now on, we don't need to. We're into Block 5 land, which is a lot of fun, a lot more exciting in my opinion. The Block 5 is amazing. So Renow Gaming asks, and thank you for your tip also, if you were to watch a launch in person, which is more enjoyable, day or night launch? Actually, that's a good question. If you're going to be fairly far away, I would almost say night launch would be more spectacular. You can see it from a very, very long ways away. Daytime launches can be really, really cool. If it's a return to launch site landing where a booster is coming back to land on land, then I actually haven't seen one land at night, actually, so I can't speak for how cool that would be. But during the day, you can literally watch it come back down, and it is insane and very, very cool. It's hard to track. I'm bad at it. Like, I always thought, being a professional photographer, I would have like some kind of ability to hone in on moving objects and take pictures of it. But it's actually really hard to track. They're pretty small, even when you're 3 or 4 miles away from the landing pad. It comes from what feels like straight down on you. And then once it ignites, you have a lot easier time seeing it because it's bright. But it's actually pretty hard to track. But it's really, I would say honestly, you can't go wrong. We'll just put it that way. You cannot go wrong day or night for a launch. So if you can make it happen. Stick around for a couple days before or get there the day of the launch if you can, down to Kennedy Space Center. And then stick around, plan your vacation or your trip around 3 days afterwards so that you can catch hopefully a scrub opportunity or two if that were to happen. So, yeah. So yeah, thank you. And also, Silence says, you're sad about this being the last Block 4. Oh, I don't know if I'm sad. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for Block 5 to be just the full-time, ready-to-go thing, No, Philip James in our Discord, no, I have not read about the IBM floating robot that's on this Dragon. No, I entirely missed that. I should have probably read up on it more now. Ooh. So there was some Twilight effect this morning. That's awesome. Andrew Kaler from our Discord channel says 200 miles south in Fort Lauderdale. He has this awesome picture of the second stage burn. That is so cool. I really want to see that in person. Dang it. So for those of you that don't know, what the Twilight effect is when a rocket takes off either right before sunrise or right after sunset. The rocket's plume can be illuminated by the sun, even though it's dark here, like from your vantage point on Earth. So this morning, it took off literally only half hour before sunrise. So it flew basically up into the sun. It flew up into the illumination of the sun, and therefore it was very magnificently lit, and it was a really good looking cloud, which is really cool. So that is awesome. Um, the Earth is a pyramid. And also, Danny, thank you for your tip. That's very generous. Thank you, and hi. So just a real quick reminder for those of you, I am currently in Paris. See that building right there? That's called like the tall stick with legs building in Paris. It's something kind of tall, made out of metal. I don't really know how I should describe it. I wish there was a name for it, like a catchy name. They should call it like the, I don't know, Empire State Building or something. Your favorite sheepdog. Hey, I'm really glad you're here. Your favorite sheepdog also said hi and tipped me in the last live stream when I was in the airport trying to cover the Rocket Lab launch. But unfortunately, that live stream ended because they totally scrubbed the mission, unfortunately. I can't wait to see the Electron launch, their first commercial payload. So, yeah, thank you for saying hi again, your favorite sheepdog. And thank you for last time as well. Everyone say hi to your favorite sheepdog. I do really like sheepdogs, especially your favorite sheepdog. Guess what? You're my favorite sheepdog. That's a fact. How did you know retroactively that you're my favorite sheepdog? I'll never know. And Starship 77, hi, and thank you. Is there any? So I had the pleasure, real quick, I need to talk about this. I had the pleasure of meeting a lot of French fans last night. A couple of them came out to the gallery that some of my Everyday Astronaut pictures were put up in. It's called Galerie Sakura. If you're French, it'd probably be like Galerie. They say it so quick, like Sakura. So I don't know how to say it well, but go find it. I have 4 Everyday Astronaut pictures up in there. And thank you so much to the guys that came out, including a bunch of people from The Last Jedi, which is a group of people that get together every last Thursday that are space nerds. They get together every Thursday here in Paris, and I found out why they call it The Last Jedi. It's because the word for Thursday is very similar to Jedi. So they get together every last Thursday of the month, and I think that's just hilarious. So we had a lot of fun hanging out last night. I owe a big thank you to those people that came out to say hi. It was awesome. It was really, really fun. We have Team Epiphany Art says they can teach me how to speak French. Good luck. I'm really, really bad at it. The extent of my French is merci, bonjour. That's about it. And police. Because I think I know how to say police. Yeah. Block 4, block 5. That is quite the amount of emojis for block 4. But block 5 you are quite happy about. Yeah, I agree, though. Someone did say they're a little bit sad. It was Silings was a little bit sad about seeing the last block 4. I don't think it hasn't hit me yet. Maybe it will come, and I will as well be a little bit sad. But dang it. Oh, someone else says, I also know how to say baguette. That is true. So yeah. So I think that's going to do it for me, guys, because I think I'm having a little bit of connection issues here. But I'm going to go ahead and head out. I've got some exploring to do. I mean, it's Paris, guys. I hope to find some fun stuff here. So that's going to go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in, even though this is complete potato quality Paris edition. I think I'll get better at this. I think I need a little bit better live streaming laptop setup, and we will be able to come to you no matter where I am around the world and have no problem providing coverage for these launches. So I hopefully that's the goal. I think I just need a new laptop. This thing's kicking 5 years now. That's getting old for a laptop. It's getting old for a child. If it was a 5-year-old child, they'd be probably not very good at live streaming either. So, all right. I owe a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, and especially those in the Discord channel that were helping me try to figure out how to try to get this live stream going this morning. Yeah, thank you. And Lisa Stojanovsky says, have fun, Tim. Great stream tonight. Well, it's morning here in Paris. Actually, it's now afternoon here in Paris. But, yeah. I know it's night for you in New Zealand, I'm sure. All right, guys. That's going to do it for me. thank you everyone for tuning in, even though it's, again, potatoes. If you want to help me afford a better laptop, please consider supporting via Patreon, patreon.com/everydayastronaut. But again, huge thanks to my Patreon supporters that do help support me. They're the reason that I'm able to crank out videos faster than ever. If you haven't noticed, I've been able to put out videos like every week or even multiple times a week. It's because I bought a new computer and I can absolutely dominate editing now. I can just fly through edits. I edited a 27-minute long video in like 40 hours, which is crazy fast for me when you're dealing with 4K footage and everything. It just flew right through it. That's going to come out on Monday. I have a lot of stuff still coming out for you guys, so stay tuned. I hope there's a lot of fun stuff in the future. So thank you. Tell your friends to check out some of my videos, including my newest one, that Biggest Booms one, but I also have the rockets in everyday places, which I'm only like 3 or 4 miles away from the Arc de Triomphe, and that was in the video, so I better go check it out and pretend there's a space shuttle there in honor of that video. I think that sounds like a good idea. Alright, that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, bringing space down to Earth for everyday people. Thank you, guys. Sorry for the potatoes. Bye.